Yours is wonky.
How about a
Mine's
wonky?
curved a little to the left.
Mine goes a little to the right.
Yeah.
Like, meh. Cheers, queers.
Cheers.
That tastes especially good today because we just surpassed a month of being Musky Trunks.
A month of musk.
A month of musk.
Feels good. Feels different. I don't know how I feel about it.
It doesn't feel like a month though. But in all fairness, we have been filming, I think, longer than a month.
Mm-hmm.
But we've just shared for a month. So it does.
Yeah.
Don't. Ugh.
I mean,
Are you a fist away? Make sure you're a fist away.
pass me that pillow. I'm a fist away.
Please.
Please.
Pass me the pillow, please.
Please.
PPP.
Please.
Is a pig's pussy pork.
Pass me the pillow, Papa.
Oh, I'm proud of us. We did it. We talked about it for a long time, and we came through. We are podcasters. Musky Trunks. A lot of questions around the name.
Definitely.
Do you want to start there? You want to talk about the name, or should we?
It's a really riveting conversation.
It is a riveting conversation.
Riveting.
Embellish a little bit though. Make sure it's a worthwhile story to tell. Go ahead, shoot.
Why is it on me? You were there.
I think I kind of act like the host of the show.
This is true. Well,
and then you.
But because you keep putting it on me.
Because that's like it's a good flow for us.
No, I think it's time. The people want to hear you speak. How did we get the name?
They don't care if I say anything.
Of course they do. They just want you to flex your arms.
They do. They just want
When you flex your arms, they just want pits.
But I can't flex today because of my hat.
Oh, I can't flex today.
My hat's too wide.
Your Doug Dimmadome hat.
But I, honest to God, don't remember how we landed on that name.
Like this. Yeah.
You don't like the lumbar support? It makes sense because your car has 0 lumbar support. You drive 2 hours in this guy's car, fucking Mario Kart, and then you finally get to LA.
It's like 3 this time.
It was very long. We got a lot of traffic. Musky Trunks, name. How do we get there? Boom, go.
We were stoned, and I think we were giggling. But we were like looking at names because at first we're like, do we take it? Like, how seriously do we take it? When we're like really gay stuff, like Queers Apart and like things like that. And
Queers
like,
Apart.
You were talking about stuff
because
like that.
I was trying to play off the generation gap.
Yeah.
You being so much younger than me.
Yeah.
So Queers Apart made sense. I felt that was good.
Yeah.
But
no,
he didn't like it.
It was just too
He
like.
didn't like it at all.
No, I understood it, but I was like, well, we're more than just the age difference.
We were high. We were giggling. We were laughing. And I don't know how we stumbled upon the name. It just came up. Musky Trunks. And
we were giggling and like little schoolgirls about it. And then
it seemed like it fit. It's what made us laugh the most.
Yeah. At that point, it's like, why take it so seriously?
Because our intention wasn't to be serious.
No.
It isn't. My intention personally is never to be serious.
No. A lot of people want it to be serious. I think a lot of people expect it to be, and then sometimes we'll read into what we say or what we do more than just a conversation between a couple of friends that are just chatting. I think people really look at everything so seriously. That's why we made it, no?
Kind of.
That's why we enjoy hanging out and talking. It's like, we are serious. Like, of course, there's serious topics, but it's like.
But I think we could be serious, but you still have we are two people who have a sense of humor about almost anything.
Yeah.
Even the most fucked up shit, we're still gonna, we're still gonna laugh about it in some way, but we can still take it serious, and so you can still laugh. That's how I've lived my life. I've been surrounded by people who have good senses of humor and laugh and enjoy life.
You got to enjoy it.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So
no. So thank you, whoever sits through our bullshit and enjoys it, because we enjoy it, and it doesn't feel like bullshit to us. But
it's very important work.
it's so what we have to say is
very
important. No, it's more than that. It's like what is a podcast at the end of the day? It's people that you personally enjoy listening to. You want to hear them talk, right? You want to just be a part of whatever conversation they're having.
Yeah.
I was saying it to you earlier, and it's probably a stupid analogy, but like people that get mad at our podcast, people get angry at us being like, when I would take fucking band equipment for gay people, which is kind of funny. And like, I laugh at that. Like, not every gay man needs a mic.
Left what? Oh,
people were like, band, all that kind of shit, band podcasts. Cause I get it. It's so oversaturated, but it's at the same time, it's like, is it not just an outlet, a creative outlet, like anything else, like any channel? Or what I said to you is like you go to a bookstore and you're not going to get mad at the bookstore for offering every fucking book. Too many books.
I get mad at restaurants that have menus that are too big, but that's about the extent of it. But having too many books or movies or
it's like a quality thing. I feel that in restaurants too.
Well, it's not about quality. Like, look at the Beanery, Barney's Beanery. They have everything that you could wish for, right?
And the quality reflects that.
No, the quality is good, dude. Barney's Beanery. Who's been there? It's delish.
Beep beep beep.
Is that callers calling in?
No.
What's the beep beep beep?
I was like microwaving your food. That was the analogy. It was bad.
Oh.
My whole point being, you go to a library or you go to a fucking whatever. You don't get mad at that. You pick what you like and you enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I don't mind. Like, I welcome the discourse. Like, I enjoy the comments. Because it's fun. It's fun to see what people have to say.
You don't get bent out of shape at all by them?
Well, like, of course, there's like moments when people are like,
I feel like there's been a few that you've gotten worked up over.
I don't really get worked up, but it's funny. Like, I look at it, I'm like, really? Like, I get worked up in the way that's like, are they just saying this to fuck with me and get a reaction, or is this just like really what they feel? Like the one where they're like, their ages are swapped, or like, that's a rough 27.
That one got your go.
I was like, a rough 27. I was like, bitch, I have a fucking beard, okay? I can do both. I'll shave it if you want me to look like a
because they can't grow a beard.
Exactly. They can't.
Fuck the haters. Fuck them all.
They'll never be half the man their mother was. Yeah, I don't know. I like to have a beard. It's like makeup for men.
I think your beard looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah. One time you shaved it. When I first met you, you didn't shave it, but you trimmed it really close.
Really short.
Really short. And I actually recently came across those photos, and you look weird without it, so.
Thank you.
Be grateful he has a beard.
I think so. Be grateful.
Ungrateful.
You don't want to see
bitches.
me without it. It's weird.
Without your beard. Yeah.
You just said it. Yeah.
Do you remember how we decided to do a podcast? How that even came up?
Not so much.
I don't either.
We're like every other friend not every other friend, but every other like best friend kind of dynamic where it's like, we should do something. We should do a podcast. I feel like that's probably how most of them start. But
we were important. We have something to say.
Well, there's a difference. Sometimes you do have something to say. Everyone has something to say. But it's
yeah,
like,
but not everyone needs to hear it.
No, not everyone needs to hear it. But
Yeah.
that's the point. Like, you can choose to listen to us, and you can choose not to. So it's really amazing.
You can
thing
turn
on
the
your
volume
phone.
down and just watch us flex.
You could just do that. You could just do that exactly because we're better to hear. If you just want to look at our armpits but not hear what we have to. There's sweaty ass armpits right now.
I feel like they got hairier since the last time. Give them a good flash. Yeah. You do have good armpits.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I? Thank you.
Maybe we should do an episode where we shave them. Let's shave your armpits.
But it's like so itchy.
It's the worst when it goes on.
Then you like don't ever want to put your arms down.
I've shaved down there a couple times and I've never
Down
enjoyed
where?
it.
What's down there?
Way down there.
What's that? I
in
have
my
no clue
no-no
what you
zone.
mean. What's a no-no zone?
My cack.
No.
But it's actually not even my cack. It's my crack.
No, the crack is uncomfortable.
Brutal. When it starts growing back, first of all, the day after you shave it, it's like fire. And if you sweat, forget it. And then it just feels like slimy.
Prickly, slimy.
Yeah, because it's smooth and then you sweat and there's nothing there to absorb and buffer it out.
No, just dripping musk.
Ugh, not my style.
I hope you guys are enjoying hearing about that up close. One fist away from the microphone talking about slimy, sweaty cracks. Sorry to my grandmother that's probably listening to this.
What do we call your grandmother? What do you call her?
What do we call her?
Nona?
Nani.
Nani.
My Nani.
Sorry, Nani.
I love my Nani.
I'm going to call her Nani too because I feel like...
So it's the thing. I mean, I could try to avoid anything, but she's going to listen because she's supportive and loves me.
You know, my mom follows us too.
Oh, hi,
My mom. Although, I don't know. Maybe she's unfollowed us at this point.
She also listens on mute.
I got to tell you, that's one of the biggest... I don't know what to call it, but... And when I'm talking to myself and I'm having those moments, I call it a mind fuck because knowing that your family, somebody close to you watches, you know, we did YouTube for years, me and Matt, and we would get to family functions and we'd have cousins be like, oh, we saw your video. How's the chicken coop? All this stuff. We knew what we had made. We knew the content we made. We put the contents out. We knew people were watching it. But to have somebody so close to you watch it, and then you realize, oh, you're finding out about it the same time as everyone else. It's a weird thing. And so to know that family listens to what we say.
It's a different
thing. Do you know
thing.
what I'm talking about?
Of course I know what you mean.
You're telling everyone about it before you're telling somebody who's most important to you about it.
I think it's just nice knowing you have people that support you and love you and listen.
It is, but I prefer that they don't.
Don't fucking listen.
No.
It is weird. When I saw like who follows Musky Trunks and it showed like 40 something of my friends or mutual or whatever, I was like, wow.
You have 40 friends?
40.
I don't think I probably have 10 friends. I just have my mom and a handful of other people. I don't know.
There's people that come into your life. There's people that are very, very close friends that you love and you talk to all the time. There's people that pass. You have fair weather friends that come and go. Your friends that you pick up like 5 years later, like nothing's ever changed.
Those are friends.
Those are the best friends.
Those are the friends right there.
Yeah.
Well, you never miss a beat.
Long Beach, you picked up with my girlie Solana. And
you mean when you went to Pride?
Yeah, well, I guess it was like Pride, but it was canceled, but we just like drove. It wasn't even for Pride. It was went to see each other.
I just remember not being invited, but
yeah, it was a girls' day.
Well, that's great. If you're a girl, then why am I not a girl? Is there something you want to tell us? No. Are you transitioning?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I would say I enjoy being a man, but people get pretty triggered and mad about me.
Do not talk about being a man and masculinity because that is a soft point with a lot of people, which we've had this
whole episode on that. But
it is, but we should touch on that real quick because I want to call bullshit on that. I don't think there's anything wrong with being masculine and calling yourself masculine and preferring masculine.
Yeah.
As is, there's nothing wrong with being femme and preferring feminine and being attracted to femininity.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's a spectrum. It's all a spectrum. And it's just like whatever makes you happy. It's just it's a hard, I get it. A lot of men have done a lot of hurtful things.
Yeah.
That's for fucking sure. But it's not, this topic of like every man. It's every man. It's like, that's so crazy.
But we're talking about men doing hurtful things or masculinity?
Just in general, people are like every man. You see that online a lot. It's always a man, which oftentimes is a man. And their man hating is a thing because men do, like I said, a lot of, men are, especially white men, are primarily doing the worst things. But you know what? Again, two things can be true. I love to say it and people are going to fucking get so tired of me saying it, but it's true. There's people like that.
You know what's coming after this? Balance. So you do this, but this is 6'7", okay? 6'7". I'm just saying that's what it is. Get with it.
That's cringy.
I have preteens. Maybe you can do like this as balance instead.
No, I can do this because this comes first. Balance was before whatever the fuck that is that you just
6'7". Jesus Christ.
Ugh, God, don't say
this
that.
Guy.
That's such a
6'7".
I'll let other people roast you in the comments about that one. You threw me off my train of thought. The point is, you can be a masculine guy and enjoy. I can enjoy it. I enjoy working out. I enjoy being a dude. Doesn't mean that I support all the shit that comes after it.
Being a
dude. I do. I do. I love being a dude.
Crush it.
I love it. I love it. But no, I do, and there's nothing wrong with that. I also love putting on some fucking heels, and I love being super.
But that's masculine to me. And let me tell you what I mean by that. You're masculine because you are secure enough to be who you are in this moment.
Yeah.
Which is just Joffy Pops to me.
Yeah.
But then you don't need to question your manhood when you're like, fuck it, I want to dress in heels and dress up and be stupid. And that level of being comfort to me, when it comes to you, is masculine.
Fair enough.
And that's a strength. There are other people I know that would do that, and I would maybe see that a little as them being feminine, and that's their strength.
Okay.
Like you draw on whatever it is that you are, and who is anyone else to say that it's wrong?
That's true.
If it is who you are and it's who you connect to, and if you want to be, and if you want to wake up the next day and be like, fuck it, that's not me anymore. I want to do this. Man, get your shit. Okay, do it.
Just do what you want. Do what makes you feel good and
fuck
confident.
the haters the entire way because it doesn't matter what anybody thinks.
The only thing that really ever matters at the end of the day is what are you doing? Is it intentionally hurting someone? Are you purposefully being an asshole and hurting somebody? That's a whole other thing, but it doesn't matter. Right?
No, but listen, in the words of great Sheryl Crow, If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad.
Yeah. That's an intense one, though.
It's true, though.
Do you think genocide made Hitler happy?
I'm talking for like a normal person. Don't bring Hitler into when I'm talking about my girl, okay? I'm gonna.
I know that's not fair.
Because like if you bring up genocide, there's a whole lot of shit going on in the world right now. Now
I'm sweating,
and I feel really restricted by the microphone.
The mic is restricting.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in a bit more open space here, where I could just like put my dogs up, and I can just.
You can put your dogs up, but are they in frame is the most important thing. And you have socks on, but I guess people are into socks.
They're not into high socks though. Speaking of comments, people really get mad at that. They're like, don't normalize high socks.
But what's funny is you don't wear high socks. You wear half and half.
These are high.
Those are not high.
Are they not high?
No, these like. I have my winter socks on because they're cozy.
I feel like they're like the same.
No, yours are down there, but mine are also crinkled in my boot. Mine, they come all the way up to here on my shin, right?
Yeah.
All on my calf up here. Those are like, what do they call those? Like mid. They're half and half. It's like wearing a pair of shants. They're not quite shorts. They're not pants. They're shants.
Okay, how do we even get here? We're talking about masculinity.
Let's get into the comments. I like the idea of you being beefed out about being the rough 27-year-old, which, by the way, he's not even 27. He's 26.
I'm 26 until Wednesday.
Wednesday. So lighten the fuck up, okay? I have some that if you could be so kind to read.
Mm-hmm. Which ones do you have for me?
Well, I'll airdrop them to you. How's that?
Well, let me read this one first. All right. And I'm not going to name names.
But no, absolutely. Anybody can go on Instagram and read these. You should name names. All right, but I'm airdropping you right now. Will you accept that?
Yeah, I just accepted it. Oh, there's so many here that we could go off of.
I got some good ones. Somebody did their homework.
All right. Well, the one that I did make a comment about, which is like and even I stress out about when I say words, and that makes me like as a human wonder like if I say queer, if I say trans, if I say black, if I say white, if I say anything, like the second it leaves my mouth, it's so unfortunate that there's like fear behind like, oh shit, like, and it's even knowing that nothing I'm ever going to say is going to be derogative because I don't feel that way. I'm not a hateful person like at all. Like that's not even a thought in my mind, but it's just like the way that like people get comfortable when they hear something like that. So of course it's like an interesting thing when we talk about trans. So this comment here, right? My question is, why do you two care what a trans woman does? If trans people are people, why should they be expected to be role models and pillars of excellence with a sameness that makes them palatable to everyone and affirms society's expectations of the binary gender? It's a very long comment, so I could go into it, but a lot of it was like, and I'll read you the last part. First of all, I get it. Like, I would never deny anybody's experience, ever. When you put yourself out there in the world on social media, you're putting yourself out there and like you're gonna get comments the same way I can't get really that mad at the end of the day about what people say about me, how I look, whatever, because I know I'm putting myself out there. So that's a very interesting conversation. Expectations put on people, like by no means do I think because you're a trans person is there this expectation that you need to represent the trans community. I think that came across that way when you and I were talking about Lily Tino, but I think we were talking about one in particular person that was negative.
Who puts herself out there as a representation of the trans community.
Yes.
And that's what this person doesn't seem to understand.
Yeah, like I would never, the same way I wouldn't want that expectation. I don't want to be representing all gay men. No one wants to be that.
But we are.
And if it's unfairly put on people.
We are.
Yeah.
We are. By taking a stance and saying that we are gay and we're hosting a podcast and we're putting ourselves out there.
Yeah.
To me, I think we are doing a disservice if we are going about what we're doing in a way that's going to negatively impact the community, because LGBTQIA, on and on and on, there's a T in that community. We are all one community. We are all marginalized in some way.
Yeah.
Some more than others.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to be looking out for each other. And I have friends that are trans. One of my first friends that I ever made when I moved to LA when I was 18 was trans. And I think I mentioned this before. I didn't know what trans was when I moved here. I didn't know.
Yeah.
It didn't matter to me. She was my first representation. She was my first experience of what trans was. And I never thought about it again. It wasn't a thing to me. But I think that is like, we have a responsibility to represent in a way. If you decide to take a platform, you know,
Yeah.
you can choose to do whatever you want to with it.
Yeah.
But I do think that you're going to do a disservice to people that are in your community if you're behaving in the way that Lilitino did.
Yeah.
There
It's
are a lot of people
one,
that
though.
do.
That's a hard one, though, right? I mean, because you also
How
want
is
to be
that
able to just,
hard?
like, live your life without feeling like that expectation is
Then
pumping.
don't set up a camera in a restaurant.
No, you can't. Yeah, well, yeah,
But that's my
one
point.
thing.
I have
I get what you mean.
you know, we have friends that don't do that. They're just living their lives, and that's 99.9% of the time nobody's even going to know they're trans.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that's something else people don't understand. Not all trans people are obvious.
Well, now you're getting to that territory. That's some cancelable territory
What?
you're getting into now.
That you wouldn't
About
know.
like passing, non-passing, all that stuff, right? That's a hard personal journey.
Is it?
Of course, it's a hard personal journey. There's like also
How
like
so?
money. You may not have money,
Yeah.
or the means to afford
Well, some
that.
states are
Where and of course no one wants to hear that. That's got to be hard. Like that's one thing I definitely empathize with.
Yeah.
Is like if I being trans and like not passing or not, like when they say that would hurt. Like it would hurt for people to like. So I do get that. When Lily Tino kind of eggs on that whole thing where it's like it hurts. I think Lily Tino's big thing they say is like it's like a dagger in my heart. They're annoying, but that feeling I get, I would probably understand that. Like fuck, that hurts every time.
But here's the thing: if we're not having this conversation, how are people going to know that's even a thing?
Yeah.
Yes, no, we're not trans.
No.
We don't have somebody sitting here that are trans, but there are people who are watching that are trans. There's people who can comment and add to the conversation who are trans, and maybe we will have somebody on that.
I would absolutely love to.
We would love that. But there's nothing wrong with conversing and because you're still even.
That was another comment. Which
you're going to have something
somewhere.
to say to me that's going to make me think differently.
Yes.
And vice versa.
Yes. I'm just saying this. No, a different
is this
comment.
my comment that I sent you?
No. Well, yeah, one that you sent me where they said there's so much to unpack here, right? When we talk about that.
Yeah.
Unless a trans person is invited to the space where the conversation is being had, the decisions are being made on their behalf, which there are a lot of decisions being made on behalf of trans people in this country specifically. I mean, well, many countries, but there's a lot of, and that's fucked. But I think that is a whole thing where it's like not everyone's going to be a part of every conversation, but conversations are going to be had at the end of the day.
How many allies have you encountered in your life? I've encountered a lot who have probably spoken on the behalf of their gay friends without their gay friends or gay people being present. An ally is an ally.
Yeah.
And I consider myself an ally and a friend.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's, I understand that I get what they're saying, you know, with having somebody present. But again, that you're talking about that gets into, you know, local levels of government all the way up to like, you got to have these people present everywhere to really fight for trans rights. And that's really hard to do unless people are talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, it starts at the very bottom and it percolates.
And that conversation is important. And it's important because I also just feel like I need to make very clear, like when we have opinions and if we say something about that, like about Lily Tino, and it's just one example that only really for us does come from love. People may see our comments and be like, oh, or people may comment and think like, oh, who the fuck are these two faggots to be talking about shit like this? It's because we are just talking. Mind you, that's also it. At the end of the day, I responded to that person and understood what they said because they also happened to go on and be like, you know, somebody can be obnoxious without being morally reprehensible. You two are certainly evidence of that. And I don't want to defend her. But this is tired discourse.
Who is that? Did you like that comment?
I did like
Double tap that, yeah.
This is tired discourse from fledgling podcast hosts who have such a fraught relationship with their masculinity that they had to name the podcast Musky Trunks. And that's what led us to this conversation about masculinity.
Can we run that through like AI detection though? Because
there's so much.
It seems like
there's some big words in that one.
Somebody didn't write that themselves.
It's and I get it. Like there's some anger there, and so my point being, it does come from love. Like you and I are never going to speak from a place of well, no, I speak from a place of hating, but not this type of shit. Like,
you want to know something? I just don't really get
being
why.
mean on top of it.
Are they being mean though? Because there's a lot of tone that you can't detect.
When they say something like, the only oppression you have, you face is the gap in your teeth and being relatively old. Who's the old for, by the way?
What? But fists, bro, fists. First of all, I told you this before, but your gap is one of my favorite things about you.
Anyway, let's move on.
Let's move on.
I think people get
they're going to say more, and we'll come back and talk.
And that's
about
what
that
the point is. That led to the fraught relationship with masculinity.
Yeah,
that's what led to the original conversation between you and I, which is like, there's nothing fraught about it. Like, there's no like overcompensating. It's like, oh, you do this podcast because you need to overcompensate. It's like, no, like, we are just two dudes and we enjoy it and we're having fun. Like, that's all. That at the end of the day is all we care about. Yeah. And we're gonna talk about stuff on here that might piss people off, will piss people off. But here's the thing: I'm a fucking hypocrite. I be talking. Like, I'll just say stuff.
You be talking. He admits it.
I'd be talking, right? Like, we all do. We all just say some shit. Doesn't mean that I 100% believe everything I say. But
here's it. Nobody gives a shit what you have to say unless you like show an armpit or flex a muscle. So if you want to know that you don't give a shit,
I just be saying shit, and don't take anything I fucking say seriously, because I'm a hypocrite and I don't mean any of it at all. Okay, that's
oh, there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, but the micro's kind of covering it up.
Just put it like right in my chest.
Tap it.
Yeah, let's move on.
But we can all be hypocritical, though.
Of course, it's being human.
And if we can acknowledge it, if we know it,
yeah,
then it's not a bad thing. If you're aware of your hypocrisy and proceed knowing that you have contradicted yourself, then I feel like it's not a bad thing. Maybe you can evolve past that.
Evolve is the biggest point.
If you're not aware of your hypocrisy and you don't know that you're being a hypocrite, then...
And I'm willing to learn. If you look at any of my responses to these comments, I'm never going to be like, fuck you. Like, what the fuck's that about? Like,
if those come up, that's me that has commented? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if there's ever a negative Musky Trunks response, first of all, I don't have access. I'm going to out you right now. I'm never going to, like, no matter how mean you are to me, I'm never going to, like, retaliate out of anger.
Are you that like helpless little puppy that's never gonna fight back?
Oh, if it's in real life and there is no social media footprint, I will fuck you up. Like, I will.
So if you don't want to get your ass kicked, turn your phone on real fast. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Pull that camera out and I'll be sweet as pie. No, it's just because I'm open. If somebody's like mean to be mean, I'm not gonna respond. But if somebody's angry because they're passionate about something and they have an opinion that they think I'm not saying, I would love to hear it. Like, I'm fully open the same way I would want other people to be open to what my opinions are.
That's really hard. That's a hard place to be.
Yeah.
To recognize the difference of somebody coming at you from a place of anger but still passion versus somebody just being an asshole and a dick and wanting to fight. Being able to decipher the two and say, okay, I'm going to allow this confrontation.
Yeah.
So I can learn. Maybe this is a teachable moment for the person coming at me. Anybody watching might stand to gain something from this.
Yeah.
I think that says a lot about you.
Yeah, I think it's good. It's healthy. And anger is
healthy.
It's
a big man.
Anger's okay too. Like, it's a big thing. I think passion
anger is an extension.
Passion, anger. There's nothing wrong with speaking with passion. Sometimes it does come across aggressive. I've been told that. And I check myself. I'll be like, oh shit, maybe I am being a little like over the top. I get my shoulders
me too. 1,000%.
But it doesn't mean like you would know if I'm angry. I'd be fucking mad. Like, I get mad. I get very mad. But sometimes you're just passionate. So what comment are we moving on to?
I don't know. What's the next one?
I think one this is like a you conversation.
Oh.
Which is it valid that I don't enjoy this because I'm a Matt and Blue fan?
Oh.
And of course, I'm a little shit, so I'm like, no, with a heart, because I'm like, no, it's not valid.
It's not valid. And you know what? There's shit. So, people know who Matt and Blue is because we've started this YouTube channel like, I don't know. I want to say 15 years ago, but it might be closer to 20. That's just a piece of who we were. Whether it's valid or not that they don't like what we're doing because they're Matt and Blue fans, like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I don't care because I'm not going to stop doing what I want to do. Because somebody likes something else that I did.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Of course. You're an individual, so you can obviously have what you have and have your relationship and have that Matt and Blue in that channel, but also a successful, healthy relationship is two individuals, right? It's two people. So it's Blue, it's Matt, right? It's your own life as well.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of somebody, you should be a fan of somebody.
But in talking about representation, like for a long time, we started our Matt and Blue channel. We started it on YouTube years ago to have a platform to be creative on. I was leaving the music industry. He was, doing the acting thing in LA, and we wanted something that we could release music on, release short films, whatever. And that was the go ahead. That's what we were going to do. And then our son came to us, and then we became a parent, and our time suddenly shifted to, okay, we don't have time to make all this creative shit anymore. That is what it is. But I also think that people like this commenter, like, I got nothing but love for it, because if they've been a supporter of ours from the beginning, like, I know a handful of people by their first name or their handles because they've been followers of ours so long. So like, I appreciate them. I think that if you are a fan of me for any reason, you would continue being a fan of what I did. Maybe you wouldn't like everything that I did. Maybe I don't know, make a song or a video that you don't like, or a podcast that I don't like or that you don't like. And that's fine. I think that we're fans of a lot of people that we might not like something they do, but to say that you're not a fan of it because you're a fan of something else, I think is kind of lame.
Of course.
Because it insinuates that this is the new Matt and Blue, or they feel like this is taking the spot of Matt and Blue, something like that.
It's completely its own thing. I also wonder, like, and maybe this is just me spitballing some stupid shit, but like, what if like it was reversed and you were in a straight relationship and you were a woman, and it's like, what are you doing outside the house without your husband? How dare you without your man? Does he know you're making a podcast? Like, that would be, other people would be like, fuck you. How she should let her live her life. Let her live her life. Let her do her thing. It's different, but is it? There's so many assumptions about things. People
that's funny. That's what Matt commented on one of the posts. It's like, y'all, I don't know if you saw that. He's like, you all have to stop assuming. And I told him, I was like, that's not even the thread that you need to comment on. That's the light thread.
One thread with like
there's like a 10
comments.
response. Yeah. There's a much heavier thread in there, but he doesn't care.
Well, because people are also like so bored. It's like, here's the thing too. Like, people get mad. Speaking of comments, not even to switch gears, but like, speaking of comments, like, I may be an opinionated person, but the last thing I ever do on comment, I don't comment. Like, I'll look at videos and I'll talk shit. If you're next to me, I'll be like, what the fuck is this? But like, I'm not going to go on there and be like, what the fuck? I don't do
Don't
that.
tell them that. We want them to comment on our shit.
No, you comment, but I don't. So that's the difference.
Speaking of hypocrisy.
Speaking of hypocrisy, yeah. But because it's weird, that idea is like crazy to me. So these people, how's that feel? Like, that's something I don't know about. Like, for you, just knowing that you have like some people that are so obsessive over your life, like what you do, because people have looked to you, especially like in the gay community, as a gay creator, especially looking back at like early YouTube. Like,
when we first started our YouTube, there weren't, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain there were not gay families doing what we were doing. I knew the gay families I was aware of was Neil Patrick Harris and David Burka, which I really have a lot of respect for them and look up to them. It was people of that level that I knew were gay families. I didn't know the YouTube stars who were gay families, because I don't even know if they really were. But I do think that was part of our success back then, was that we were one of the first. And we were willing to share that. And I was happy. I felt proud to be that representation. In the beginning, I didn't know what it was. I was just excited that I was a new dad and I had this fucking angel of a kid who, the very first time I glanced into his eyes in a parking lot, I remember that moment. It's ingrained in my head. It's like, I felt good about that.
Sweet.
And him, like, my fucking kids are cool. So I don't know how I feel about, I don't know if people are really that obsessed. Maybe they are, but I don't really pay too much attention to it. I've had weird encounters with people, not as many as Matt has. He was on a sci-fi show for, sci-fi fans are kind of weirdos sometimes.
Just fans in general can be weird, I guess. I just assume that.
I know I've been weird to people that I've been a fan of, not knowing it at the moment, but then I walk away and I'm like, and then she still responded to me on Instagram. Like, that was nice of her. As she winks over at her bodyguard. Get this guy out of here.
People put certain attachments to certain situations, and people in their life, but
But you know, honestly, the one of the biggest honors I think that I feel like I could get is being part of somebody's nostalgic feeling when they think about a certain time in their life.
Yeah.
Like if I'm attached to that memory, that would make me happy.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's important. You're definitely like a pivotal point in YouTube, but and it was and
Pivotal,
right? What's early YouTube, right? Maybe pivotal is not the right word. I don't know, but like an important point when that stuff was starting, and more not pivotal for that, but more I meant more for
how old
like
would you have
adoption,
been
like
at
queer
that
adoption,
point?
which was like a controversial.
So we were in Arizona, and we were engaged, but we would not both be listed on the birth certificate as parents. One of us would be a step parent or the equivalent of, unless we were married.
Mm-hmm.
There was some kind of weird something like that. If Matt were here, he would be able to. Maybe it's a conversation for another time. But I remember there being a rush.
Yeah,
we had to rush to the courthouse because they're like, you know, your adoption date's coming up, whatever. You're not married. It was something with the courts had just changed something, so we, like, it was like a couple days, and we went and got married at the courthouse because we didn't want to jeopardize, anything. But it was a weird time, like
Arizona, like that kind of a.
It was like, and people coming up today, they won't know that at one point we did not have the right to marry.
Absolutely.
But it might be taken away from them.
Let's not think about that right now.
Yeah. What age would you have been?
What year was that?
2015.
In Arizona, you could have adopted me. In 2015.
Yeah,
I was 15. Maybe 15 turning 16.
And we were looking for a toddler, so you're a little too old for us.
Damn. Let's move on. Let's move on to another. I'm looking at the comments. Let's
one that you get to speak on now. I need a break.
I was talking for the previous
one.
ones.
You were, but you talk a lot.
You took a screenshot of this one that was like the unpopular opinion. Madonna has been elevated into. Is this one you were talking? You remember? Ring a bell. Elevated
I screenshotted
into the exclusive origin point of female pop transgression, obscuring other artists who are earlier, stranger, riskier, or more confrontational.
Yeah,
because I also I didn't know what they meant by that, but I agree with them.
I do agree with them.
My comment to that would be like, she just had the fucking stage. She put it in people's faces.
But I don't remember screenshotting that though.
Oh no,
did I? Oh, this is giving me a headache.
Then fucking lose it.
I can't. Now I have hat head.
No, I get what they mean.
Ring around the head.
She's definitely, believe me, like she is inspired by many people that broke boundaries before her. But there's just
whatever. What artist isn't?
No, but the difference for her was the fact that she had such a big spotlight from her early hits, that so many eyes were on her that it made it even more of a big deal. Like if Taylor Swift were to fucking come out here and be like, "Here's my sex book," that would be so like unfucking heard of. People would be like, "What the fuck?" Like that's fucking like, that's great. I know that, but like really, like let's think of it. Like it, maybe it's a stupid thing to say, but it would shock people because of the amount of like it'd be different if it was somebody like Nina Hagen, who I adore, but didn't have as many views or people that knew of her. If she was doing something outlandish.
But you're saying Madonna was just a force to be reckoned with because of that?
I think because she already had eyes on her, that made her even more like that. It just brought it to the forefront of the mainstream.
But who has ever done anything like the sex book before?
I'm sure there's been plenty of sexual. Look at Prince.
No,
Prince has done some
the
sexual.
Sex book.
Oh, the sex book. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what you mean. But again, like, what if Madonna only had a couple, maybe 1 million fans?
Yeah.
In the world, like, it wouldn't have been as big of a deal.
No.
But there's plenty of people that were. I think that comment was just trying to tell us like there were deserving people that were doing this but weren't being seen. And I think my point is we're not disagreeing with you. We completely.
Oh, you think that's what they're saying?
I think they mean like there were people doing more, people that were really breaking boundaries, but the reason she broke those boundaries is because she just had so many eyes on her, and she had a lot more to lose as far as like fucking fans and money and whatever sponsorships, label, whatever. Like that was, I think that's kind of what they meant, and I agree with them on that. Does that make sense? All right, let's move on. There's more.
I thought they were kind of saying like she was riding on the coattails of other people who had done the same. Like what she was doing, what other people were doing. She was just more famous at it. Is kind of what I read it to be.
Yeah, and maybe it's a mix of both. It could be a mix of both. two things can be true. I'll say it all the time. You got to stop saying that.
What, 6'7"?
It like actually irks me. It like irritates me.
6'7", 6'7".
I don't know if I want to do a podcast with you anymore.
All right, then fucking leave.
This thing is so low. My fucking tits are like, I did not know this tank top would be so low.
I don't want to do a podcast anymore, but before I leave, let me show you my cleavage.
It is low. I got
you gotta pull it back.
I got
you got low hangers.
An older man bought me this shirt in San Diego or in Palm Springs.
Maybe it's because you have an old man chest and your tits are hanging too low. Mine feel very propped up right now.
Okay, mine feel okay. I'm just saying, old man bought me this, so he wanted this tits out.
What'd you have to do for that old man to buy it for you?
So we'll move on.
Did you have to swallow?
For a tank top? What do you think? What do you think I'm worth?
You're saying it. Hey, how much? I can afford a tank top.
Okay, I can afford a fucking tank top. Maybe not two tank tops. I can afford one. Okay. And this after I bought a tank of gas.
You know where to find me.
All right. We have other ones. What's going on here? Are they flirting or what? We flirt because we're just flirting. We're fucking gay men. Everybody flirts. And we're also talking about armpits.
Have you met my husband? Talk about flirts.
People flirt. Would you say that's like two girlies that are out hitting the town together? Like two girls that are hitting the town together?
They flirting?
They're fucking like so much fun. Like,
so this is the problem. We can't even be femme. Like when we flirt together, we can't even be femme anymore. We're just being girls.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Don't be a pre-flirt. Jesus. Jesus Christemonium.
All right, what's the next one? We already went over 27's a rough one. So I'm moving past
that one that still tickles me. More so because it gets your goat. And it makes me feel so good.
Like the one that was coming for you on YouTube, I didn't even screenshot that one.
On YouTube, what'd they say?
Said something about you being, they were mad at you for not liking what you said about Addison Rae, and they were like, says the spoiled milk or something. It's so mean.
Ugh, Addison Rae. They're upset that I called her cold boogers.
Yeah, they are.
Well, now she's cold stale boogers. So
hey, Addison didn't say that to you. Addison would love you. She would uplift you.
I'm sure I would love her
Addison
too.
Up.
But I would say, you know what? Take a deep breath and tighten your core when you sing.
Yeah, she could use some support, but she's fucking talented. She's a talented girl. She's a good dancer.
If you say so.
She's a good dancer.
I just like to say things to get your goat.
I know you do. Wait, sorry. I know you do.
I actually for the record though, because I don't want to make it sound like I'm talking shit about her. I only know her music. I haven't seen her dance.
Singer. Never's gonna be a fucking like belty singer face off. Sometimes it's about the production and the final product. Sometimes it's the production, the music, the elements, how your voice is an instrument that flows through it. You talk about Madonna, you talk about people that don't sing. Madonna's
Madonna's not a great singer. But Madonna's got great songs. Madonna's worked with incredible songwriters and producers that give her melodic, fun.
Do you see that performance? What's the song? The musical.
Sooner or Later. Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy. You should remember that.
I should remember that. So good. That was actually pretty
Put it in your Tracy.
That was good. I enjoyed that one.
Dick Tracy?
Her performance. She sounded really good too. I thought she sounded good.
I don't think Madonna ever really sounds that great live.
I think she sounded good on that.
I think so. I mean, I enjoy her voice. It's real. It's authentic. I'd much rather her sing like that than the auto-tune bullshit with a grill in her mouth that she sings now. But it's still not going to change my mind on Addison Rae.
All right, next.
Move on.
The YouTube one where they were kind of like about straight people in the clubs. That's an interesting conversation.
Straight people in the
clubs. They're like, or in queer spaces, where they were like, unpopular opinion, straight people don't belong in queer spaces.
But what was so interesting about that?
I just feel like that's a conversation because I see it's a double Oh no, wait, that's not the one. Oh yeah, unpopular opinion. You screenshotted this one.
I did?
I swear you screenshotted this one.
Are you sure you didn't screenshot?
I think
you got high and screenshotted a bunch because I didn't screenshot that Madonna one.
This was at 8:35
on YouTube
a.m.
8:35 a.m. I was not screenshotting shit at 8:35. Were you still high at 8:35?
I don't remember screenshotting this. Okay, well, they said unpopular opinion, straight people should avoid going to queer spaces or bars. What do you think of that?
I call bullshit on that. I think that queer spaces, if somebody says queer to me, it's all encompassing. I think of queer as everyone is invited to the party. In my experience, when I go to, like, we were in West Hollywood, yes, it was majority gay, but it was gay because we were in Gayville.
Yeah.
But we don't know if everyone we were seeing was gay. There could have been a lot of straight people there.
Or bi. It's an assumption.
Or
Because
bi,
a girl shows up with a
or-
boy and she has a boyfriend, does that
Yeah.
mean that she's
I just think
not
that we're
welcome in
like, we
space, or
are
vice
a
versa?
community who is already attacked.
we're excluded?
We're excluded. We include.
Yeah.
We include.
Yeah.
You told me a story about in San Jose how you had an experience with some straight guys that came into a gay bar and
I think that's what he was referring to in that video.
Really?
I think like unpopular, right? So I think he
Yeah.
was referring.
and looked at you like you were in a zoo or something,
Mhm.
and you approached them with kindness and like kind of won them over.
Yeah.
And I think that is who our community needs to be the most, especially right now, because there's not,
Yeah.
it's not really the environment right now in our society that people are open.
No.
It's a very divisive time. And so I think that we are the soldiers that have to do the work. And I think everyone should be included.
Yeah.
And straight chicks are hot. Straight dudes are hot.
Just don't be the weird dude. Like when I was in fucking Long Beach, like I was with my girly salon.
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Not Long Beach. Long Beach.
Long
It's a
Beach.
Long Beach.
It was Long Beach.
Okay.
And we were there and we're having a fun time. And there's like this straight cowboy guy that was there, the hat just like yours. And he was like he was just going to every woman he could see. And he was like shirtless. And he was like just.
Was he sexy? Yeah.
I think he would have been sexy if he wasn't so like weird. He was like shit faced and he was just trying to like hit every woman he could possibly see. And that's when I'm like, because the other thing is like when you're like straight people don't belong there, like get it. Like,
he's a predator.
he's a predator, and that's the difference. Because I would actually welcome women, especially straight women, to come to the queer scene because they probably don't want to be at a fucking bar with dudes.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, I invite the straight dudes.
Yeah.
And not because they're straight dudes, but because they're most likely to hate us.
Yeah.
Because we're gay, we're trying to bed them or whatever the reason is. But I just like party with them.
Yeah.
Show them a good time. They're not, you're always gonna get the ones that are still assholes.
Of course.
But there's a lot of them that, their guards are up because they think of gay people a certain way because they're brought up that way or their algorithm shows that gay people are that way.
Yeah.
But gay people aren't.
And show them what the
all
gay
dancing
scene
around
is
in
about.
Speedos.
Show them what the gay scene's about. And there may be some fucking people dancing in Speedos, but what did the gay scene start at? It started as this way to express yourself creatively, sexually, have fun, and be an escape from the world. And also gay people were always on the precipice of culture and art and music and sex and love and freedom. Fucking just everything beautiful. So like that was the underground. Like that was the gay underground, was like, you want to escape this fucking monotonous bullshit, come join us and like be free. Be free. Yeah. That's what Madonna, I'm sure, is trying, like what she wants to express with this new album that she's coming out with, the Confessions Part 2, where it's like that was another continuation of what she's been doing, which is a straight woman that grew up. I mean, I think she's straight. I don't think she said anything
Madonna?
different to that. Yeah, like she's never said anything about eating pussy or anything like that. But
she's definitely said something about. She talked about being finger banged by her best friend.
I don't know. She's like kissing Britney. I didn't know if that was like a showy thing, but nonetheless, like this is in my eyes like a straight woman or whatever that grew up or was immersed in the gay ballroom underground scene and was a part of that culture. So everyone should be welcome because there's inspiration, there's motivation, there's culture, there's all of it.
I just think
all involved.
I wish we lived in a society where there wasn't partitions put up based on your orientation.
Yeah.
Because I don't fit into what most people think of as gay.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask somebody from middle America, or not even America, like there's places in the world, right? If you ask some people what's gay, they're going to have a very clear idea of what that is to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd fit into that. I think that the majority of people don't think of gay people as being masculine or building shit and being physical in that way or being blue collar workers. I think that they think of them as dancing around in Speedos, going to gay pride events, you know, waving the rainbow flag. I think my daughter has a rainbow flag. We don't have a rainbow flag. I love the rainbow flag, but we don't fly one. We don't fly an American flag. We don't need a flag to show what we represent. Mm-hmm. We are the representation. When we go out in public, me, my husband, my kids, we are the representation. I don't need a fucking flag for that. Same way I don't need a fucking ring to show that I'm married. Like, it's not about showing other people in that way. It's about living what you are. And I think that if the partitions were removed, how happy would everyone be? If everyone was just coexisting and understanding each other, and it was a world of peace and love. We should bring back the hippie days.
I know. Bring back those bumper stickers that everyone had. Coexist.
And just, there should be HVAC systems that light joints and pump THC into all air conditioners everywhere. Everyone would be so happy and kind to each other, and let everyone go before them. No, you go. The freeways would be halted to a stop because everyone would be like, "No, you first. No, you go first.
We don't need more. We don't need more of that.
That's what everyone was smoking today.
We don't need more of that.
But you know my point. I mean, I'm being ridiculous, but you know my point.
I know.
Why can't the world be that? Because why? Why can't it be that way?
Because of hate and assumptions
But hate is fear. Hate is fear.
Fear.
And fear is ignorance. And fear is you not knowing something about somebody else. Or fear is, you know, somebody's ugly, somebody's mean, somebody's dangerous, somebody's committing genocide. Mm-hmm. But we are supposed to have people that protect us from that.
Yeah.
And represent us in those situations, and not just eliminate and go and bomb and attack, but apply diplomacy to take care of that problem.
Yeah.
And I feel like the fabrics of our society are shredding right before our very eyes, and that fear is growing and growing and growing because the vast majority of us don't feel like that representation is out there. And I think it just like trickles down all the way across the board.
Of course.
So the hate in our community is increasing. Mm-hmm. And it's up to
fear
and little people like us to do something about it.
It's about the fear. It's about, and it all sprouts from that, like the way you understand and what you think of something is the way it is, which is funny. Like when I say my mom's thing,
oh my gosh, I love it. Let's hear it.
Can you allow it to be, my mom with her British accent, can you allow it to be other than you think it is? But it's like weirdly profound. Like I do agree.
It's deep.
And her other one that she says all the time, which I don't say to you.
You say it too fast. You've heard it for years. We haven't.
Can you allow it to be other than you think it is?
Think about that. Boom. Allow it to be.
And her other one, which I agree with equally, is we are hurt by our understanding of love. So which falls into expectation. We're hurt by it. So, which doesn't mean more than just love and relationships, but like the way that you think somebody should love you, the way that you think somebody should show what is right may not be somebody else's. And we are hurt by our own understanding of what we think is right because we believe what we think to be true 100%. Separate from what other people
Can
mean.
you say this, but like 5 times slower?
No.
Just bring it down a little bit?
That's all you get. You can rewind it and you can slow it down.
It's going to take me a week to get back to this. I'm not going to understand it till then.
I'll leave it at that. We are hurt by our understanding of love.
Slower.
We are hurt by our understanding.
I got that part. The next part.
Love. And can you allow it to be... Wait, sorry. Can you allow it to be, so that people listen, other than you think it is? Okay. I thought he was a... Blur it. All right. Anything to say before that? Before shirts come off and pants come undone?
I can't. My pants are too tight. I can't take my shirt off today.
My pants are too tight. My pants are too tight.
I can't even laugh with this fucking hat on.
And take it off.
I take it off and I feel the rush of blood. I can't have a hat head now. It doesn't look good. Now I have to keep it on. Oh, all fucking day. Shit, where are we going to after this? Are there more comments?
What was that? Okay, I don't even, I mean, maybe we're just going to cut this one because I don't even know what I'm going to dive into about this.
Okay.
I have no clue what I'm going to say. But the one that when I was talking about cancel culture and I was like, is cancel culture dying off? I was just asking that because I'm like, well, we assume so much about people. And don't get me wrong, like somebody that's a fucking rapist, somebody that's a murder, like somebody that's a fucking horrible piece of shit human. That's not, to me, that's not even cancel. It's just that's a morality thing. It's like you are fucking, you're fucked. But people that have like comedians that may have made a joke, a songwriter that may have said something in a song, immediately defining who they are as an entire person. That's what I meant. Like by that conversation, like, is it cancel culture dying off? Because people will go so much deeper than that. But you can look at the real. I'm not going to dive into that again because what I said was what I said. But
cancel culture to me, like this, when I think of cancel culture, I think of not being able to say somebody is masculine anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I think of a cancel culture. And I think that's fucking
canceling
bullshit.
people for being like whatever. But my point being wasn't even about that. We could talk about this all day. My point being the person that commented said it's always white or white adjacent people who don't like cancel culture.
Are we both white adjacent because we're sitting next to each other and we're both white? You and this mic.
It's not my fault. I don't know what that means, by the way. I don't know what that even means.
Then you know what? That probably means they don't either and they're not worth it.
No, I think that they're like, don't want to offend someone. So they're like, well, I'm not going to assume he's white. So I'm going to say white or white adjacent. But
it's probably because you're so orange.
I'm fucking an Oompa Loompa because of this, the lighting and the way that this man edits these fucking videos. You edit the videos, so I'm bright orange. So
I'm telling you, it's because these lights are two different colors, so you look completely different than I do right here.
I don't know, but I thought that I just have to mention that comment because I thought it's so quick. People are so quick to jump to like race or gender, whatever. I said one random comment about cancel culture, and you're immediately jumping to.
But that is that not almost cancel culture in itself? Like, why is it?
Everyone hates cancel culture because you know why everyone fucking hates cancel culture? It's because we are humans. We all say some shit. We all make mistakes, but we all deserve the dignity. Not everyone, but most people deserve the dignity and the chance to make up for it, to grow, evolve,
or just get a little,
like we
have
said
a little
before.
Grace because we're human.
We're humans.
There are people who
get
are
a mob on you immediately. It's like you said one bad thing, I disagree with. Now, not only are you a problem, but
we're not
anyone
talking
that
about
associates with
Karens.
you.
We're not talking about the asshole people out there that are, you know, calling the police on a black person because they're in the wrong neighborhood. That fuck them. They're assholes.
Yeah, of course.
That's not what it is when I think of cancel culture.
Yeah.
I think of it's like this hypersensitivity over anything you say that somebody doesn't like, and then they're gonna like make it their mission to cancel you.
And not just cancel you, but to make sure that anybody else that likes you, if Lana Del Rey says something about glamorizing abuse in a song and people want to cancel her, then you're also on a fucking manhunt to shut down anybody who likes Lana Del Rey. Obviously, nothing about the comment I made was bad. So you immediately being like, this white guy saying something. I never said anything bad. Same way I would never say anything bad about that. Lana Del Rey, somebody like that, it's this weird example, but wants to sing about abuse, wants to sing about he hit me and it felt like a kiss. That's her story. Her view of love, her view of abuse, her view of relationships is not yours. Your view of whatever is your view. Her view is whatever. She's going to make her art. She's going to make her music. She's going to do what she's going to do. That's her freedom. You know, you can lay off. You can't hate on people for fucking, that's a bad example, but it's one example I remember being pretty prevalent when Lana Del Rey first started. People hating on her. But
there have been,
that right now.
That's the thing. Songwriter. There have been so many things said in the past that are way worse than that.
Oh, tons. But it's just an example.
You know, songwriters and art, and we remember art is interpretation. It's
subjective.
You know, like I don't know. Cancel culture is.
This episode's not about cancel culture. We can't even get in. We can't dive into it again.
You keep bringing it up.
It came up somehow.
You're gonna get canceled all over again.
Because it came up because of the comment. Because he's immediately like. Only white people.
Because you're adjacent to white.
Yeah, it's always a white guy that hates it. It's like, no, we all hate cancel culture, bro. Okay? It's not a race thing. We're all humans. We're all trying to figure it out. I'll put my shoes back on. I'm getting cold in here.
It is getting cold. I gotta pee.
I gotta pee too.
All right.
It's been a long episode.
Before we go, let's wrap this up. Give me what you are most grateful for right now in your life. In closing.
What I'm most grateful for in my life right now is that I feel like new beginnings. I'm grateful for a new start. I'm grateful to know that you can always just pick up. And a lot of people right now, I feel like with my friends, my family, like a lot of people feel like there's something in the air, some change is coming. And with podcasts being so fucking oversaturated, with music being so oversaturated, right? Anybody can do anything. That gets to a point where it's like a bottle's filling up, everything's filling up, it's ready to explode. But in that explosion is like, fuck, like so many people care so much, so many people don't care at all. The world is like on fire, and that may seem like the worst possible thing, but what I'm grateful in that is it also just allows you the freedom to just fucking be. Like you can ignore all that and you can just live and start anew, and no one's gonna notice. Because also I'm grateful for people's attention spans. Fucking so short. I may say something, I may do something, you're gonna forget it, whatever, and I'm still gonna be here doing my own thing. I think it's just a fresh start. I'm grateful for that. Grateful for the freedom to be who I want to be. I'm grateful to be in a world now that is so unsure that anything is possible. Nothing is set because there's no answer, right? There's nothing, right? We don't have any path or truth. Maybe that doesn't make sense, but
no, that's
how I feel. I'm grateful for it. Wake up and be who you want to be. What about you?
Well said. Strangely enough, almost on the nose of what I'm grateful for.
Sure.
No, it is. So it's the new beginnings thing. Thing really hits home. So
yeah,
my kids it's the end of the school year.
Yeah,
they're on to new schools, new year. I'm excited and for our podcast, but I'm also grateful that I am in a situation in a place in life that allows me to embark on this new journey of podcasting and getting back into songwriting.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, a year or two ago that I was just full-time dad, and that's what I did. House bitch, constant cleaning, constant chores, constant shopping, constant picking up from school. Like that's what I did. Nothing else happened for me.
Yeah.
And I was happy, like it's fulfilling. I loved it. But now it's a new chapter. And I'm grateful for that.
Here, that's a good one. It's a good one. And that means more creativity to come. We may talk a lot about creativity, but we're going to be walking that talk, mind you. We have music that is going to be coming out. We are going to be expressing, showing our music, showing our art, showing our projects and what we do. Because we
actually have to share something.
We will. We put ourselves out here looking like a bunch of clowns with what we do now. So we'll start putting out the actual product. What are you doing now? How does your bladder even handle that right now?
I'm stretching it out.
Oh.
It's called the cowboy twerk. Oh. It's not a, what do you call it? It's not a twerk. It's a
undies. Wait, where's my camera? I'm gonna upstage you.
My camera's upside down though. That's not fair. You get a regular camera. I get